Hey, it's Burgnut. Hitman is a series that I hold very dear to my slowly shriveling heart. The strategies, the weapons, the interesting locales, and the storylines, they're all totally interesting and unique in their own ways. Hitman invented its own genre of stealth, where instead of hiding in the shadows and remaining as silent as possible, you're expected to be out in public.
Hello, sir. What can I do for you?
I need to use the bathroom.
You use disguises, you outsmart the level design. It feels different from any other stealth game on the market. I mean, the amount of variety in every game is just absolutely nuts. Hitman just excels at it every time. Well, except Hitman Absolution.
Remember me. You? Impossible!
I got wood, man. Why do I have wood?
Well, fuck me. That ain't no fucking private eye. That's a fucking ghost. That's a myth. That's a fucking hitman. Yee-haw! Ha! I'll tell you, I don't ordinarily yee-haw, but this is a fucking yee-haw. Fucking Christmas.
Truer poetry has never been written, let me tell you. The Hitman World of Assassination trilogy began in 2016 and recently concluded in 2021. Even though many critics and fans agree that these new games are absolutely incredible gameplay-wise, they still have nagging flaws outside of the gameplay that have still not been fixed yet. For example, the game requires you to have a constant access to internet while you're playing. Why do I need to be connected to a server to play a single-player game? I mean, without the internet, you can't even access any new levels, you can't access any new outfits or weapons, complete any challenges, so progression is just out the window, and you can't even tie your shoes! Another big issue is how hard it actually is to get into the Hitman trilogy. I don't mean adjusting to gameplay. As long as you're pretty familiar with most action games, you should adjust just fine. What I mean is actually buying the game. If you want to go on Steam and buy the Hitman trilogy, that's a harder challenge than any level in these games. If you have to rely on a fan guide in order to purchase a video game correctly, I think you fucked up a little bit, not gonna lie. Oh, you want the expansion pack? You want the silver, gold, deluxe edition? Do you want the poop balls and cum edition? Or you can just get it on Xbox Game Pass so you don't have to worry about any of this stupid bullshit. I'm getting ahead of myself here. It's actually kind of sad to see how Hitman 3 on Steam has a mixed reception among users because everyone agrees it's a great game. It's just the business practices that aren't great. Take a look at some of these reviews. Who would have thought an actually good game would have one of the most convoluted purchasing systems I have ever seen? Well, some new problems have arisen ever since the Hitman 3 Year 2 update has come out, and it's added some new features here and there. Things like the elusive target arcade and other stuff like that. I'm not here to talk about that. If you want videos that pertain to those topics, look right here. I will have edited pictures of those videos that I'm talking about, and I will leave links to them in the description. Hey, let me give you a little story before we begin, okay? About a year ago, I bought my, not amazing gaming PC. I bought it because I wanted to play the new Hitman games. So I bought all the games on PS2 and I played them there and I loved them, but I really wanted to play Hitman 2, the 2018 one, not the 2002 original. Companies suck at naming games now that I think about it. And on my 18th birthday, my grandmother bought me an Oculus Rift S headset. And as I played Hitman 2, I would kind of look over and see my VR headset in my desk and go like, man, wouldn't it be cool if Hitman had a VR mode? That would be sick. Well, with the release of Hitman 3, my prayers were answered. And then immediately shot down. You see, Hitman 3 VR did exist, if you were on PlayStation. How could you do this to me, Hitman? Oh wait, actually, Blood Money is a pretty good game, so, But luckily, come the Year 2 update, they finally brought the VR mode to PC, because it should have been there the entire damn time, but, yeah, whatever. Now, what do I think, dear viewer? Let me adjust my tie and, alright. Ah, good afternoon, my friend.
Let me guess. Conservatives? Hey, sorry, pal. I voted for the other guy.
Yeah, you son of a bitch. Follow me. We're going in here. Come on, come on, come on. Alright, there you go. Nobody will find you in here. Now, what have you got lying around? Nothing here. A house key. Wonderful. What else we got? Headphones. Hitman Absolution? This guy plays Hitman Absolution? Are you kidding me? Alright, that's it. This guy actually deserves to die. Alright, buddy, you're coming with me. I'm taking you for a ride. Come on, come on, come on, we're going. You're going for a ride. Alright, maybe this time you'll think twice before playing a shitty game. I kinda love it. Now listen, it's definitely flawed, don't get me wrong on that. It's just being able to explore these locations in first person and being able to experience it for myself. It was honestly just mind-blowing. Now, before we go all in, let me just make 2 notes right now, because you might notice my footage doesn't look amazing. First of all, the minimum recommended specs for this game was an RTX 2090. I'm running this on a GTX 1650 Super. Now, this wouldn't be a problem if graphics cards were actually possible to buy. Number 2, I'm playing this on an Oculus Rift S, an underpowered headset with blurry visuals, but I guess it does the job. With that being said, let's jack in.
Except the Oasis.
Excuse me, ma'am? Fish. Excuse me, sir. Fish. Ah, another fish fan, I see. Come here. And one for the road. Yeah. Excuse me, sir. I was wondering if I could see how much I can get for this fish right here. And I'm really... Oh, you son of a bitch. No fish, huh? You think about this, huh? Huh? That's what I thought, son of a bitch. Ah, one for you too.
One of the first things I noticed while booting up Hitman VR is that you can't really move around with your feet too much. You have to mostly rely on the in-game movement, or else 47 becomes a pretzel underneath you. In order to combat this though, you have to click in the left joystick on your VR controller in order to recenter the camera. This makes it to where 47's model just resets and goes back to its original position. It's a little annoying to have to do every 30 seconds, but I got used to it, so it's not a big deal. My advice, just keep your feet planted on the ground and don't move too much. And also the control scheme's a little funny to me. You have this like floating orb that's like hovers right over your chest that you put items in and pull them out. You can still access the item menu, mind you, but if you want something that's accessible, you know, quickly, you just stuff it down your shirt. As intuitive as an idea it is, it just doesn't always work correctly. Like I said, when your body becomes a pretzel underneath you, your orb changes positions too, so you have to like feel around until you find where the orb is, and it's annoying as hell. Also, sometimes you can put items into the orb and it just won't register and it'll just fall to the ground, making a sound, and the NPCs will come see and go like, hey, what's going on in here? That's a problem. And sometimes when I try taking something out, it won't pull it out correctly. Man, 47's pullout game is worse than mine. Although the game mode allows you to use both of your hands in VR, it's your right hand that does most of the work. You use it to pick up items, interact with the environment, activate button prompts, and pretty much everything you can really think of that you'd normally be doing in Hitman gameplay. I think your left hand is just kind of there for show. All you can really do with your left hand is obviously use the joystick to move, recenter your camera, and prepare throws, and that's pretty much it. It's a bit disappointing because there are games out there like Boneworks that allow you to use both hands in the same exact ways. I mean, in Boneworks, you can dual-wield pistols and run around like a maniac. You can't do that in Hitman VR. And Hitman is the game that makes you feel like an assassin. I don't feel like an assassin when my arm teleports all over the damn place when I pick up a gun. It's a little disappointing that it's made this way. I do understand that, you know, the Oculus Rift S has limited buttons, and they wanted to make it fair for every VR user, so in order to do that, they simplified the control scheme. That's okay. But, you know, maybe some reworking would be nice, maybe? Please, IO Interactive, I'll give you a smooch on the lips. Oh yeah, the bugs. Yep, this shit's broken. I love it when I try strangling somebody and they take off into the air like a goddamn Angry Bird. Yeah, the whole VR mode feels like it's being held together by scotch tape sometimes. Like, I feel like it wasn't even fully tested. There's no way they tested this. It's broken. I mean, because of how difficult the aiming is sometimes, they added an auto-aim feature, but it doesn't work for me. You're supposed to, like, lightly pull the trigger, but I can never get it to detect it. I mean, maybe it's because my Rift S controllers are faulty, or maybe the Rift S never had that feature in the first place. But I recall in, like, one of the promo videos for the VR mode, it showed one of the devs playing it on a Rift S, I think. So, like, it's either my controllers are fucked up, or this mode is fucked up. Despite all the issues standing in its way, I couldn't help but love this new VR mode. It just really scratched all the itches I wanted out of it. I liked the results I got. I thought it was fun. The first non-tutorial mission I played was Night Call from Hitman 2. Whenever I first loaded in and I saw the beach, despite the blurry visuals in front of me, it was honestly a bit breathtaking to see this beach that I have walked over for hours before right in front of me, like in my eyesight. It was nuts. And then sneaking around the beach house was like something else. I was peeking in windows, searching through rooms. I felt like some kind of secret agent sneaking his way through some restricted areas. I guess you could say it made me feel like Agent 47. But overall, I honestly just really liked it. It felt immersive when it needed to. Even if it's a very buggy mode, it has its fun moments. It has its moments of redeeming qualities where it all comes together and it feels immersive. It's just too bad so much of it is just blocked in the way by these bugs and horrible control choices. Frankly, I'd be willing to give IO some time to fix this mode and make it as great as it possibly could be, but for now, it's kind of average. Do not buy Hitman 3 for the VR, and do not buy VR for Hitman 3. Rule of thumb, my friends. Thank you. I've seen a lot of people criticize the VR mode on Steam and whatnot, and they're valid. They're completely valid. I just think I had a lot more fun with it than other people did, maybe because I was like... Maybe because I'm a stupid boy or something, I don't know. With that being said, this has been Burgnut. Listen to the Homie Chat podcast, check out my other work, and go hit a man. Yeah.